Hi, everyone. Welcome. My name is Alana, and I am a health coach with Take Shape for Life. I'm so happy to have everyone here today to learn a little bit more about eating healthy and making that simple in your life. I was introduced to Take Shape for Life just a few short weeks ago, actually, and I had a friend call me. She was so excited about how this whole program works. She has family and friends that have all used it, and she said it is the most amazing health program she's ever seen, and that she had just felt really prompted that she needed to talk to me about it. So I was actually a rep with Leah Sophia and thought that I was happy and loving life where I was. And we got some sad news that Leah Sophia was closing. And so it caused me to look a little closer at this health program. And I'm getting really excited at the opportunity to share getting healthy with so many people. I would like to introduce you to my coach, Chantel Flake.
Thanks, Alana. Thanks for having me on. I just love talking about this program. I love anything to do with this program. So, and especially right now, thanks, for spending time right now, just a couple days before Christmas, if you're watching this playback, whenever you're watching this, thanks for just taking a few minutes of your time, because this program has really changed my life and changed my family's life. We have lost hundreds and hundreds of pounds, just my family. And I've been a health coach for 3 years now, and we've, my family and friends, we've lost thousands. I think the last time we checked, it was like 5,000 pounds or something. And it's just incredible. I've lost count because it's incredible. It's just, sometimes that's just a number on the scale. But what has really happened is we've saved a lot of lives and changed the kind of lives that people live. On the left, that is a picture of myself. And I have loved trying the program. I actually was healthy when I first started becoming a health coach, just like Alana. I just had the desire to help other people. And what I didn't realize is that this program would help me as well. This is a picture on the left side of the screen. The split screen was when I had my fourth little boy. And it was a best pregnancy. I used the Nursing Moms program after I had my baby. There's just so many different programs to help other people. It's basically just healthy habits. And then after I had the baby, I did the program. It just felt amazing. But my one story that just really is just so, if I had to help one person, this would be it. It's my mom on the right. And she's had inflammation for years. She struggled and struggled with her pain levels. And after doing this program, she just is out of pain, and she has thrived. She lost 35 pounds, but that really wasn't the important part. It's the kind of lifestyle that she can live now. But anyway, we could go on and on with stories, but let's go straight into the tips for the holidays, since we're just a couple days away. And this is something that you can use for anything, any kind of family gathering, anytime you're around people. Really, I think what's difficult for people around the holidays is that you're just being extra social. You're around people. And that is a skill to learn in and of itself, is just being around people and how to socialize with people and food. Make sure that you have a good support system. Maybe if you have a friend, a mom, a sister that can help you out, and tell them what you're doing. Don't keep it in secret what you're trying to do. Minimize exceptions. How many times is it someone's birthday, someone's anniversary, someone's party, that you can always just say, oh, just this once, right? So minimize those. Make sure not to skip meals. The number one thing is making sure you're getting in 6 meals a day. And we'll talk more about that. Make sure you're not going to these gatherings hungry. Maybe just eat a little small something. Don't save up those calories. If you know it's at night, don't save up thousands of calories until you get to the party, because you're going to be ravenous. You're going to want to eat everything in sight. We always say avoid drinking lots of calories. That's an easy way to get it in. Just a drink in the hand. You could drink several cupfuls without even thinking about it. 3-bite rule. How many times do you eat the first bite? And that's the best. The second bite is still good. The third bite is still pretty good. But by the fourth bite, it's like, you know what? I should have just stopped at 3, right? So keep that 3-bite rule in mind. Eating slowly is a huge key. Fill up on that healthy food. Make sure that you're taking your food and sitting down, not having the food right there at the place, because you can easily just add more and more food to your plate. I love this little comics. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, so don't forget to set your scales back 10 pounds, right? How many of you have felt like that? I'm not gonna lie, I totally have. Portion control, smaller plate, no seconds, just a few tips. Make sure you're still getting in that physical activity, even first thing in the morning. Make sure you're just still in that routine, even if it's a simple walk. It doesn't have to be putting on those gym shoes and going to the gym. It can be something small. Focus on what you really are there for. Are you there for the food, or are you there for that socializing and that family and that feeling of just being a part of that family? Your water, we like to shoot for 100 ounces. We'll talk about that more later. Make sure your sleep is intact and you're getting 7+ hours. Decide in advance what you're going to do. If you leave it up to chance, you're probably going to give in to temptation. Maybe walk away from that food table. Gifts that you're giving to your family and friends, decide on something that's not edible, or maybe something that doesn't tempt you. which is a huge thing. Maybe it's good for other people, but it doesn't really tempt you. And bring food to gatherings that you know is going to be healthy. If it's a potluck, bring a green salad, something that you know that is going to be good for you. So just a few tips that we wanted to share.
First off, let's talk about the health crisis in America. The Centers for Disease Control started keeping statistics in 1985. By 1995, all the states in the U.S. had stats. You can see by the blue colors on the graph here that somewhere in the 10 to 19% range of obesity for the nation. Fast forward several years to 2010, you'll find that most of the country is in the orange color, which is 25 to 30% or more in those states. Here are some USA Health stats. 2 out of every 3 adults in our country are overweight, and 1 out of 3 are obese. The startling fact is that 1 out of every 5 children are now facing obesity. 25 million Americans have diabetes, and 79 million are pre-diabetic and may not even know it yet. Is this really what we consider evolution?
I hope not, Alina.
First off, I want you to think about your health goals. Maybe you have a goal to eat healthier or to increase your physical activity. Maybe you need to reduce stress or sleep better. These are all things that affect our health. Just think, if you could do anything physically or have all the energy in the world, what would you do? Would you want to run races or be able to play with your children, bike riding, or just be able to go up and down a flight of stairs and have your breath? Who else do you know that would benefit from getting healthy? My mom is actually joining our program as well, and I am so excited to see it help her in the same way that I think it has helped Chantel's mom, because she has a lot of issues with inflammation and pain in her life every day. She's had back surgery, and I'm really excited to see this help her so much. What we find is that improving health is actually contagious. So it's a good thing to be contagious. If you are making healthy choices, it is really going to affect the people around you. And if you could choose optimal health, would you choose it? So let's talk about some matters of health. I want to give you some really good tips that you can start implementing right away in your life. One of them is wake up and eat within the first 30 minutes. Many people do not realize this. They may not be hungry when they wake up. They may not know that jump-starting your metabolism is so important. But eating within a half an hour of waking up will signal to your body to stop storing fat. Let's get our metabolism going. Eating every 2 to 3 hours after you wake up will fuel your body properly. Keep your blood sugars balanced and keep that metabolism burning strong. This is a concept not only important for weight loss, but also for weight management and blood sugar balancing. So what do you eat every 2 to 3 hours? Small protein carb balanced meals 5 to 6 times a day. Probably a lot of you have heard that before, that eating 5 to 6 times a day is the healthiest way to eat. I'm going to talk a little more about that in a bit, but next is the importance of drinking water. We recommend people drink half your weight in water. So here's an example. If you weigh 200 pounds, you are going to want to drink 100 ounces of water each day. So that's a great rule of thumb. I always tell people don't drink your calories, like soda, juice. Getting your water in is going to be a lot healthier and better for your health. So let's talk about why time matters. Why should we want to eat 5 to 6 times a day? There was actually a clinical study done by David Jenkins at the University of Toronto on calories and the same foods. This is really important. They ate the same food. One group ate 3 times a day and another 6 small meals a day. The group that ate 6 small meals lost more weight, they were less hungry, reduced their cholesterol by 15%, and reduced their blood insulin by 28%. This is why it is so important when you eat during the day. The chart shows what happens when you eat low glycemic fuelings 5 to 6 times throughout the day. Those meals are only going to spike the blood glucose and insulin right around your baseline. It's so important to do this for health. If you eat 3 high glycemic meals a day, you would experience huge blood glucose spikes every time you eat. Then what happens is the body has to pump insulin into you to combat that, to bring them back down towards your baseline. This is not a healthy cycle. You want to try to keep your blood sugars steady and even. Combinations matter. We talked about eating 5 to 6 times a day, protein carb balanced. A lot of times people think they will have to get their protein from chicken or meat 5 to 6 times a day, but who wants to do that? I know I don't want to prepare extra meat portions in between breakfast and lunch. Protein can come from many sources. So some examples would be eggs, Greek yogurt, low-fat cheese, nuts, the obvious fish, poultry, and meats, cottage cheese, beans, and sometimes people use protein mixes. These are all great protein sources that you, a lot of times when you hear carbohydrates, you think of bread or rice, but carbohydrates also come from a lot of healthy choices too, like fruits and berries, vegetables, whole wheat toast, high fiber crackers, steel cut oats, quinoa even. There are a lot of different things that you can use for your carbs. Fruits and vegetables will not spike your blood sugar as much as things like bread. So combination matters. Each time you eat throughout the day, choose a protein and choose a carb and pair them for every meal. One thing that I'm a big believer in is portion-controlled meal replacements. The ones we use with Take Shape for Life are already balanced for you. They have the proper amount of protein and carbohydrates, so it's an easy option for healthy fueling. Don't think that every time you're fueling your body that it has to be for taste or emotional fulfillment. Look at your food like fuel for your body. Each meal doesn't need to be gourmet. That would be absolutely exhausting. So your plate matters. Let's talk about a really great concept that helps people stay within healthy parameters. We call this the 9-inch plate in Take Shape for Life. As you can see, half of your plate should be filled with fruits and vegetables. 1/4 of your plate is much smaller than the plate that you probably see at it's a lot smaller than what you would usually see at a restaurant. With half of your plate being your fruits and vegetables, then you should have 1/4 of your plate be your protein, and then 1/4 of your plate would also be your starches. And this picture here is a great visual to help you see that it is different than what you see at the restaurants. Those are usually 12 to 14. An interesting fact about restaurant portions, most Americans would have 2 cups of brown rice, and just that 2 cups would be more calories than this whole meal. Right there, you would double your calories, and we don't want to do that. So let's talk a little bit about glycemic charts. I can send these slides to anyone that registered for this webinar, so don't worry about taking notes. So sugar matters within each food group. Take, for example, your fruits. We talk about glycemic index where 100 is pure sugar. We talked earlier about how your body responds to pure sugar. You eat that, your blood sugar goes sky high, and then your body has to pump in insulin. So it's better to more often choose foods that are lower on the charts. Some of the good, low glycemic choices are berries, apples, nectarines, and peaches. Some of the higher ones are pineapples or mango. One question I get is, you mean I can't ever have pineapple again? No, of course not. That is not, that's not the case. But maybe you can put your pineapple in a fruit salad so you have less in one sitting, or pair it with a protein. Let's go to vegetables. This one is very interesting to me. I want to point out carrots. Carrots are found in both low and high. When they are raw, it is about 30, but a cooked carrot is an 80. I always like to point out that cooking a food can change the composition of the food. Eat vegetables that are both raw and cooked. Support matters. Here at Take Shape for Life, we are very serious about support. We want to make sure that everyone feels supported in their journey, whether weight loss or just eating healthier. In Take Shape for Life, we offer personal health coaches, Facebook support groups, nutritionist, dietitian support, doctor and nurse support calls, and weekly client support calls. We want to make sure that everyone is supported in their journey. Education matters. You might have known people that lost all of their weight and then gained it all back. We really want our clients to have the proper education to know how to create long-term health goals. It's really about rewiring our brains. Our curriculum focuses not just on learning about food or exercise, but how to deal with triggers and how to make better choices to create better habits that over the long term are going to help you reach optimal health. I always tell my clients that reaching a number on a scale is a side effect of becoming a healthy person. When you reach that number on the scale, it doesn't end there. A simple, safe program matters. No matter if you are wanting to lose weight or learn to eat healthier, it's important to find a program that is going to help you get there in a healthy way. One that is going to protect your lean muscle and give you the proper nutrition and vitamins that your body needs. So ask yourself, do you currently eat 6 small protein carb balanced meals each day? Have you tried to make changes on your own and failed? Are you getting the proper nutrition? Do you need help? If so, I'd love, love, love to tell you a little bit more about Take Shape for Life. We have our clients start by practicing with 1 meal a day. This is the whole concept with protein and carbs together. So 5 to 7 ounces of lean protein, chicken or fish or another example that I mentioned earlier, and 3 servings of non-starchy vegetables. It's good for general health to have the bulk of your healthy veggies come from more non-starchy options like salad, tomatoes, and green beans. There are lots of good non-starchy choices. Simple nutrition is really important. One of the biggest reasons why people find it hard to get in 5 to 6 meals a day is because they are too busy or always on the go. This is why fast food is having so much success in America today. We really want to have easy, quick nutrition. If you are wanting to lose weight, you will use 5 meal replacements a day. If not, and you're wanting to just eat healthier, then it would be 2 to 3 meal replacements. They are quick, healthy, grab-and-go meals. The Take Shape for Life meal replacements are the right protein-carb balance to naturally burn fat and protect lean muscle. Here are some examples. We have brownies, mac and cheese, and shakes. Everyone can find things that they like, and it's good to have quick, easy, healthy options. Our parent company is Medifast. They have been a leader in safe, effective weight loss for over 30 years. We've been recommended by 20,000 doctors since 1980, and all of our research is done at Johns Hopkins. So you really know it's safe and it's effective and has the medical research to back it up. One other thing that is great is that we are an American company. We own our own research and development, manufacturing, and warehousing right here in the USA. So you know the standards are high, and it's not food flown in from another country. These are a couple of examples of some friends and clients who have done well with our Take Shape for Life program. This is not just about reaching a goal on a scale. It's about a healthy lifestyle for your whole life. There are a lot of examples of people who have found success with this program. Just so you know, Take Shape for Life is not just about weight loss. It's really an optimal health program. We want people to not just lose weight, but to be able to reach their goals, whatever they might be. So you might say, hey, I am ready for a healthy eating makeover, so what's next? Or you need help with weight loss. 2/3 of the country does. You're not alone. Then go ahead and raise your hand. Call, text, email me, whatever it is, I want to help you, and we will get your order placed. You'll want your educational materials. We are serious about helping you get the education to move forward in your life of health. Also, any healthy meal replacements you would need for your journey and your coach, which would be me. So you can contact me at 260-602-1515. I think it's important to take a moment and think about who else needs help. Our goal is to eradicate obesity in the United States. We really need to open our mouths and talk to people we know about getting healthy. We all know people who will be able to benefit from a healthier life or whose lives will be saved. So if you found this webinar helpful, please feel free to pass it on to someone you know who might benefit from it. Also, we are looking for new health coaches to help our cause of getting America healthy. So if you or someone you know might be interested in helping others, please feel free to contact me. I would love to be able to help you with that. And my website is Alana Steele, ALANASTEELE.tsfl.com.
Awesome. Elena, thank you so much for explaining that. That made it really simple to understand. Also, I wanted to talk about the health challenge real quick before we end this. We are so excited about this. This is something that's coming up the first of the year, and it's something to definitely, it costs $22.49, and you get to come and participate for 5 weeks. And, you know, grab all of your clients. It's for anybody, for any program. It's really just raising health awareness in our community. And come join this. It's going to be really talking about the things that Elena spoke about, the healthy mind, really changing around those habits and getting your year off to a great start. So make sure, talk to Elena. She'll give you her link and we can get started. And there's just going to be thousands and thousands of people. So you're not going to be alone. So anyway, thanks again for coming on the webinar. We will see y'all later.